Think about those bedtime stories, like the ones you heard growing up. The ones we're told children should listen to because they teach, these really clear lessons.
Like the
Yeah,
classics.
the ones where there's always a clear villain, a pure victim, and some magical item that just tells the absolute truth.
Like a mirror that just plainly tells you who the fairest is. Simple.
Exactly. But what happens when you take those innocent stories that children listen to and, well, you smash them into the messy, hyper-connected reality of modern digital relationships?
Well, that magic mirror suddenly gets a whole lot more complicated.
Which is exactly why we're doing this deep dive today. We're looking at the source material for the lyric video, Mirror Mirror by 404 CLO.
Yeah, and our mission here is to figure out how this track completely subverts that classic Snow White narrative.
Right. It turns it into this very modern story about a breakup, social media stalking, and self-empowerment.
Because right off the bat, the track throws these heavy Snow White vibes at you. I mean, they're talking about crowns, asking who the fairest is.
Oh, and watching a happy ever after crack.
Yes, it sets up all those familiar fairy tale rules just to break them completely.
Okay, let's unpack this. Think about the mirror itself in this context. If the smartphone is the modern mirror, it's not glass on a wall anymore.
No, it's the screen in your hand.
Right, it's a screen we just endlessly scroll. So the speaker isn't asking the glass who the fairest is. They're checking to see who is actually looking at them.
And that is such a crucial shift in the dynamic. I mean, the glowing rectangle in your pocket doesn't just reflect your face.
It reflects your curated happiness, right?
Exactly. It reflects it right back to your ex. And the speaker actively refuses to be trapped in that old passive fantasy.
Like when they sing, I broke that glass, walked out the door.
Right. They plainly state that fairy tales don't take you back. Basically saying, nobody is waiting around to be rescued here.
And the antagonist isn't some wicked stepmother offering a tainted gift anymore. It's an ex who just can't look away from their screen.
It is this wild contrast between ancient metaphors and hyper-modern behaviors.
Yeah, because the ex is, quote, ghosting, but they're still haunting the timeline, double tapping fast, and endlessly scrolling the speaker's pages.
What's fascinating here is how we use these absolute concepts of good and evil to process the anxiety of modern digital surveillance.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
The speaker is reclaiming their agency right in the middle of being watched. Like
Right.
that line, I changed the script from Poison Apple to Diamond Drip.
I love that line so much. They aren't just surviving the poison apple, they're bedazzling it and wearing it on Instagram.
Right. So instead of taking a bite and falling asleep as the victim, they decide to thrive visibly.
It's the ultimate. You scroll eye shine energy. It's a totally active counteroffensive.
Because we've all had that moment where an ex is watching your stories.
Oh, for sure. And you purposely post something just to show off that you're doing amazing.
Exactly. So the poison apple represents the narrative of being discarded. But the diamond drip is the weaponization of that happiness.
It's a pivot from a tragic ending to this narrative of visible self-assurance. But, I'm going to push back on that idea of true self-assurance for a second.
Okay, go for it.
Because the lyrics say, you chose her, I chose peace, and, baby, I'm your masterpiece.
Right.
But if the speaker truly chose peace, why are they repeatedly taunting this ex? I mean, the chorus literally demands, do you miss me? Yeah.
And they brag that the new girl is just copying their moves.
Exactly, like, she wear my crown. So is this speaker actually at peace, or are they just, desperately trying to win the breakup?
Well, that contradiction captures the messy reality of a modern breakup perfectly.
Oh, so?
You can cognitively choose peace, and you can know your worth, but you still feel that deeply human urge to make sure the person who hurt you regrets it.
Right, you want them to know what they lost.
Yeah. The song exists right in that tension between genuine empowerment and the petty satisfaction of knowing you live rent-free in your ex's head.
That makes so much sense. It really shows how 404 CLB brilliantly uses those innocent stories we heard as children to process these very adult, complex realities.
The realities of digital era heartbreak, yeah. We still want to be the fairest. We just measured in double taps and page views now.
It's like we've essentially digitized the magic mirror.
We have. We're carrying our audience and our exes with us everywhere we go.
Which really leaves you with something to think about the next time you're staring into that glowing screen.
Right, because we're all just watching from afar.
Exactly. In a modern world where we can silently scroll and watch someone's life unfold, is anyone ever truly the one that got away, or are we all just permanently haunting each other's digital mirrors?